Hi guys, welcome to Hawaii Beach, the new YouTube channel by Havaianas. Here on this channel, you will find a little bit of everything from gastronomy, beach lifestyle, travel tips, and everything beach related. My name is Eryn Krouse, and I am a Los Angeles-based surfer and content creator. So let's get it going and learn more about Brazilian beach culture. I would say that my lifestyle is centered around the ocean. So I've been surfing pretty much my whole life, and I'm also an ocean lifeguard in Malibu. And I just love surfing so much. It's a huge part of my lifestyle. It influences where I like to go, travel around the world. And since I never travel without my flip-flops, Havaianas invited me to be here. So I don't know too much about Brazil, which is awesome for this because I'm sure I will learn a lot. Obviously, I can't travel to Brazil right now because of the pandemic, but as soon as I can, I will definitely have to make a trip over there. So first off, let's talk about some curiosities, like what do Brazilians do on a typical beach day? And how might those behaviors be a little peculiar to us gringos or foreigners? And if you're Brazilian, you're obviously an expert, so let us know in the comments how we do. So one thing that Brazilians love to do at the beach is play sports. And obviously it's going to be football related. But did you know that in Brazil, they use a pair of Havaianas as a goalpost? Crazy, but kind of genius. People in Brazil are used to improvising with whatever they have to always have the most fun. So not only do they use the Havaianas as goalposts, but they have a really interesting game called foot mesa, which I've personally never heard of, but apparently it's like ping pong mixed with football, and it's basically the same rules as ping pong, but you can only use your head and your feet like you would in a football match. And of course, foot mesa, foot volley, and soccer are not the only games played on the beaches in Brazil. People also like to play beach volley, slackline, fresco bowl, and they also like to stand-up paddle in the water. It's kind of similar to how the beach culture is in California. I definitely see people do slacklining, frisbee, sometimes soccer, sometimes throw a football around. So I have tried foot volley, which is a very popular Brazilian beach game. I'm not that good, but my boyfriend and his brother are both soccer players, so they love to play, and I kind of just like to watch them do it because they're so much better than I am. I can probably hit the ball 3 times before it falls back onto the sand, but I'm working on it. So now let's talk about music, which is a huge component of Brazilian culture. But did you know that in Brazil, people like to bring speakers with them to the beach? It's a common sight in Brazil to just see people hanging out on the beach, dancing, and chilling to some music. I've heard some Brazilian music before, but I don't remember the artists' names. I know like samba. And now moving on to food and drinks, which is very important when you want to have a good beach day. So at the beach, you have lots of food to choose from, but most people choose between queijo coalho. Okay. Queijo coalho, which is a type of fried cheese, and fried shrimp, calamari, and even your traditional French fries. We definitely don't have anything like queijo coalho in the US, although I wish we did because it looks so good. And I think what makes it so much fun too is that the person selling it will sometimes carry a little barbecue with them or like a little mini refrigerator to keep the cheese fresh, and you can watch them prepare your food for you, and I bet that makes the experience so much more fun than just having it already prepared. And having some fried cheese on the beach definitely sounds great. So like in Rio de Janeiro, have you ever heard of biscoito de oh my gosh. Have you ever heard of biscoito de polvillo with mate? If you haven't, which I haven't, by the way, can you tell, is kind of like iced tea with a little snack. And then in the northeast of Brazil, eating crab is very common. And if you ever feel thirsty from eating all of those delicious snacks, then you have a lot of drink options like coconut water, beer, or caipirinha. So I've personally never tried caipirinha, but I would love to. It just sounds really refreshing, especially when it's hot on the beach. Maybe in the next video, I can try some Brazilian food and beverages for the first time and react to them. So if you guys want to see that, let me know in the comments down below. So something interesting in Brazil is that the most common way to buy your food on the beach is at a kioski, which is kind of like your one-stop shop for all your essentials. You can go to the bathroom, you can rinse off the sand from your body, and you can buy some delicious food and beverages right there on the beach. We do have something similar to that in California, especially in Southern California, but they're usually only open in the summers and they don't serve the best food. It's kind of just like microwavable pizza, hot dogs, juice, soda. I don't know, it's not the best, but it is a convenient place to get a quick snack if you're hungry at the beach. And another option to get some food at the beach is from a walking vendor. So people will walk on the beach selling barbecue, queijo coalho, pretty much anything you could want food and beverages wise. And we do have walking vendors on the beaches in California as well. And they typically sell fresh fruit like mango or watermelon, definitely ice cream, but usually nothing too complex. So to have someone selling you queijo coalho or barbecue or empanadas on the beach in Brazil sounds delicious. So to get your attention, these vendors will often come up with really fun and interesting rhymes. For example, I just learned this. One of them is giradom, 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 mate con limon. So if you're not willing to spend extra money for food on the beach, no problem, because Brazilian people also are used to taking their own snacks to the beach. And some common snacks would be peanuts, sandwiches, chips, but that's kind of what I do when I go to the beach here in California. I like to bring my own snacks, something really simple like orange slices, sandwich, chips. So it's definitely really similar to how a Brazilian person would pack their lunch to go to the beach as well. So if you guys aren't already subscribed to the Havaianas channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button right now so you can continue to learn more about Brazilian culture. So if you forget something at the beach, no worries, because there are walking vendors who carry literally every beach essential that you could possibly imagine. I'm looking at the photos right now and it's pretty wild. I've never seen anything like this before, but they must be so strong from carrying all these items up and down the beach all day long. But I love how convenient this is. You can buy literally anything like sunglasses, floaties, sunscreen, a sarong. Wow. I'm thinking right now how many times I've gone to the beach and forgotten like a towel or sunscreen. So if I had this, I would have no problems. So now let's talk about fashion. So Brazilians are famous for wearing tiny little bikinis, especially in the back. And I love this about Brazilian culture. My bikinis definitely are modeled after their bikinis. But a typical look for a woman would be the Brazilian style bikini with a canga or a sarong tied around their waist, and of course, a pair of Havaianas flip-flops. And for the men, they typically wear board shorts, maybe a shirt or a tank top, and of course also their Havaianas flip-flops. So when I go to the beach, it typically depends on the weather. So if I'm going to the beach in midwinter, it's quite cold here in California, so I like to wear some comfortable boots, maybe some socks, sweatpants, and a sweatshirt. So nothing too glamorous. But in the summertime, I love to just wear a bikini top paired with some shorts or even some overalls over my bikini. Or I do as the Brazilians do and tie a sarong or canga around my waist. Keeps it really simple and gives me some tropical island vibes. And then of course, I wear my Havaianas flip-flops because I don't like to wear shoes on the beach, but I do like to protect my feet because the sand gets really hot. So now I have a question for you guys. How much time do you typically spend on the beach? For me, it depends because if I'm lifeguarding, I'm there all day long. But if I'm just there to chill for the day, maybe like 3 to 4 hours at the beach. So the reason I asked this question is because in Brazil, people actually spend the whole day at the beach. And I'm not exaggerating. They'll get there early in the morning, set their things up, and then they can surf, swim, play football, drink, eat, listen to music, and they'll just do that all day until the sun goes down. Basically an all-day beach party. So another curiosity about Brazil is that on New Year's Eve and New Year's, Brazilian people like to go to the beach to watch fireworks. and they will stay out there till midnight because that's when the fireworks start. And I've seen pictures of these fireworks on the beach and they look absolutely beautiful. And it's such a special way to bring in the New Year's because it's like a communal beach party and you can watch these fireworks in the sky and just celebrate New Year's that way. I've actually done that myself. Go to the beach, watch the fireworks to bring in the New Year's. It's a super fun way to do it because I feel like people in warmer climates do that, and it's not super typical in California, but it is a very special moment. So something very interesting that Brazilians like to do on New Year's is that they have a tradition of jumping over waves 7 times. And then once they've completed these 7 jumps, they will walk backwards up to the beach. And for them, this is a tradition to bring about some good luck and happiness for the year to come. And I love this tradition. It sounds like a lot of fun. I don't think Americans have a tradition like that other than maybe having a kiss on New Year's. But my mom is Japanese, and something that she does is eat long noodles to, I guess, signify a long life. So it's kind of the same thing, but I really like the idea of jumping over waves. So now I feel like an expert on Brazilian beach culture, and I'm really curious to know if one of you guys have ever been to the beach in Brazil. And if so, comment down below which beach you've been to. So this is how we beach. This is how we enjoy the lifestyle with Havaianas. And if you guys learned something and enjoyed this content, make sure to subscribe and like this video. And if you guys like the clothes that I'm wearing, this is all Havaianas. It'll be in the description down below so you can get it for yourself. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. That's it for me. Bye bye, or in Portuguese, ciao ciao.